You can customize the desktop any way you want, and you can save it that way.
What do you mean? You can make it look like Windows?
Yeah. Here, let me show you. This folder called Desktops is where I keep various desktops that I've saved. I'll open it up and show you some of them. Inside you can see I have a desktop for Windows, one for OS/2 1.3, and then some specialized ones, such as the Office desktop and the Manager's desktop. I'm opening up the Windows desktop now. Now that looks familiar, doesn't it? Looks like Windows. And this is where I keep all my Windows applications. So really the point is that you can work the way you want to, and you can use those powerful 32-bit applications, which will definitely come in handy with your graphics work for the magazine. And you'll be more productive with OS/2 version 2.
Well, I think I'm very productive with Windows right now. So how's OS/2 going to make me any more productive?
Well, besides having better compatibility and access to 32-bit apps and access to more memory, one of the biggest pluses for me is the preemptive multitasking. That gives me a more productive system.
Multitasking? I can multitask with Windows. I do it all the time.
But there's a difference. Did you know that Windows has what's called cooperative multitasking? That means that you can have several apps on your screen, but each one has to take turns to use the central processor, the computer. Each app has to yield to another app, and those yields are written into each app by the programmers. That's why as one app takes over the machine, it can't be interrupted to yield to another app. Or if an app crashes, it may never return control to the system. You have to reboot the system and start over.
I've had that happen. Makes me want to throw my PC across the room.
The other thing about cooperative multitasking is that it can be slow. If you try doing two things at once, let's say printing and formatting a disk at the same time, it may take forever, or it may not be possible at all. The computer is switching back and forth between each process, but under the app's control, not the system's control. So each process may be twice as slow as it should be.
So that's why my system seems to sometimes bog down, huh?
Could be the app, but true preemptive multitasking is something Windows just can't do.
Why is that?
Well, with the preemptive multitasking you get with OS/2 version 2, the system controls and optimizes how apps get use of the system resources. And with the multi-threading capability, you can be running multiple operations within the same app at the same time.
So I should get better performance with my current Windows apps using OS/2. That would be great.
There's so many extra benefits by adding OS/2 version 2. The ease of use, the compatibility, the high performance, the reliability, and the increased productivity.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There are a lot of extras.
And I've only scratched the surface. You can run OS/2 on a local area network. You can share graphics and files with other people in the office over the LAN. Or you can access their work in progress and approve or modify it before they waste time on something you don't really want.
That would be interesting.
I know you don't have a LAN now, but in looking at your business, I believe it's the next logical step for the growth of your organization. I have another customer that's currently using some really fantastic OS/2 apps. If you installed an OS/2 LAN server and some OS/2 systems on the LAN, you'd have access to all the OS/2, DOS, and Windows apps you'll ever need for your business. You could select the app that most closely meets your requirements without worrying about which operating environment it uses. And until the time we get all your systems installed with OS/2, your DOS and Windows workstations will be fully supported on the LAN.
That might be worth thinking about.
OS/2 version 2 also has a high-performance file system that'll give you access to more storage capacity. And I'm talking tens of thousands of megabytes. And that's something anyone using a lot of graphics can use.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you get me OS/2 to try it on my PC? I'll play around with it, see if I really like it, and if it works as well as you say it does, well, I'll go ahead and upgrade my entire Creative Services department. And then maybe we can talk about that LAN.
I'll enter your order right now, and I'll have your package sent over the first thing in the morning along with some OS2 32-bit demo apps. Try them out and let me know what you think.
Okay.
Even though Alan's OS2 sale may seem like a small one, it's the beginning of a new sales opportunity for Alan. He's uncovered a variety of customer needs for which he can provide solutions. Now take a moment and pause the tape. In your workbook, you'll find more valuable information, including an OS2 versus Windows quick reference chart. In this course, we've taken a look at the variety of OS2 version 2 features and seen how these features meet the needs of specific types of customers. First, we saw how easy OS2 is to use and how the object-oriented desktop allows you to work the way you want to work. We then examined OS2's compatibility feature and saw how it runs most DOS, Windows, and OS2 applications as is. We discussed how OS2 version 2 is a high-performance operating system. We learned about the enhanced responsiveness, speed, and performance of 32-bit applications over 16-bit applications. We also saw how efficiently OS2 manages memory. We discussed why OS2 version 2 is a more reliable operating system and saw how to protect applications from each other in the event of application crashes. We saw how OS2 version 2 can make your customers more productive by using features such as dynamic data exchange, multitasking, and the high-performance file system. We also looked at how to address the specific needs and concerns of a variety of potential OS2 customers. We watched Alan as he worked with a small business customer and saw him use OS2 as a tool to help him sell a local area network. And we saw Rob demonstrate and explain the features of OS2 version 2 that appeal to DOS users. Finally, we examined the needs and concerns of Windows users, that challenging group of customers for whom OS2 version 2 is an excellent alternative that promises many additional benefits. OS2 is a tremendous success. It is a great product that meets the needs of all kinds of users. OS2 enables the end user to get the very most out of their computer, their applications, and their operating system. It's up to you, however, to let your customers know what great benefits OS2 has to offer. I think you'll agree. IBM's OS2 version 2 is the operating system for today and tomorrow. Good luck and good selling. The challenge is yours.